What is going on, everybody? This is your man, Big B, Brian Hanley, along with Big G. Welcome back to Steelers Almighty and the Big Show. Man, we got a great show for you guys today. It's Victory Tuesday. It's Victory Tuesday. The Pittsburgh Steelers have put together two victories in a row. Two in a row. This one in pretty dominant fashion. The Steelers blew out the Miami Dolphins 28-15. The final score wasn't even close to indicative of what the actual game was. The Steelers put belt to ass to the Miami Dolphins, and that's what we wanted to see, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we wanted to see. Dolphins coming in here was 17 degrees or something crazy. Felt like 5. And the Steelers got after him a little bit. Offense started a little slow, but that's okay. We got a good show for you guys here tonight, man. First off, some quick hits, TJ Watt update, then the wide receiver room, the makeover of the wide receiver room and what that looks like. Dylan Cook's dominance. We're going to discuss that a little bit. Steelers are still the kings of the AFC North. We got an opportunity there. Report cards. We're obviously going to grade the game. I graded it. The report card is already out. Big G is going to give his grades along with mine. Little Lions preview on what to expect from the Detroit Lions. And then that old producer question. Our producer's getting crazy. So the must-hear scenario tonight. So make sure you guys stick around for the producer question, man, for everybody that's in here. So I'm fired up. I was fired up for the game yesterday. We got a lot of people in here tonight already. Again, Steeler Girl, what is going on, man? Ginger is in the house. Our David is in the house. Yes, the Lions are a great running team. I know Mr. Alonzo Dunn is in the house. What is going on? I appreciate everybody being in here, man. Thank you as always. Look, again, well, first of all, Alonzo Dunn started off nice with the super chat. He said, just cuz. Yes, sir. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, Alonzo Dunn. I like it. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Again, super chats are wide open. If you want to get your comment, question, or rant up on the screen, you know how to do that. Members always get their comments up here. So we appreciate everybody. Big G, how is it going today, brother?
Man, it feels real good on a Victory Tuesday, boy. There ain't nothing in the world like old Victory Tuesday, man. Feels good. We done won 2 in a row. But you see, I got my Christmas tree up. I had to be diabolical. Wait till you see my Steelers tree. I was talking to the executive producer about it before. I got my Buckeyes up. Wait till you see my Steelers tree. It's gonna be off the chain. But yeah, I'm feeling good. We got about, T-minus about 9 days and counting to that fateful day, Christmas Day. Steelers is winning. Times are good. And I'm feeling good about where we at, man. I'm feeling good where we at. So I'm ready to talk some yak today. And I help a couple people show up in the chat, especially like that boxing man and a couple other dudes. Show up tonight. I got something for you. Because this live chat ain't nothing to be played with. No. I'm telling you, when I tell them tonight, sick them, you're done. you're done. So let's go, B. Let's do what we do, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Mason with the super chat. Appreciate you, Mason. Said our pass rush looked fast without TJ in there. I don't know that it looked fast without TJ in there. I thought it looked the same, just guys were able to get home. It didn't look any different. I think people are reaching, trying to act like the Steelers are better. And Mason was on that last night, acting like the Steelers are better without TJ Watt. That is not the case, man. So we got to stop that, G. People out there acting like the Pittsburgh Steelers are a better football team because T.J. Watt didn't play in the game. That couldn't be further from the truth. You got to stop that. You just got to stop. I know that we're reaching for stuff, and T.J.'s not as good as what he was, and he isn't. But to say that the Steelers are better, come on, man. Come on. We got to stop.
Nick Herbert got the hell beat out of him, bro. That boy tired right now, man. They done beat him. I'm telling you, he was all day in the whirlpool, all day in the hot tub, all day in the chamber. He hurt
his hamstring too.
Yeah, he can't take all that pressure, dog. He can't take all of that.
We're gonna see, if he's ready. We're gonna see if he's ready. But Anthony said a better team because he didn't place it. It was better use of the players that played.
Mm.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are not better without TJ Watt. Just leave it at that, people. Don't say anything crazy that's gonna make me put you in a padded room. There's no reason for you to go there today. This is a good day. This is a good day. Steelers play good. Steelers play good, and I like it. I like it. So let's get into it a little bit. As far as injury news, TJ Watt, he is monitoring the lung procedure that kept him out.
Yep.
Status for Detroit is probably the week's biggest question. I would say him and Herbig, but my whole thing is just get healthy first. Do that. Don't worry about, trying to play a football game. Just get healthy first. After that, then we can try to figure out some other stuff. But other than that, let's just worry about him getting healthy first. We do have a super chat here that I want to interrupt. Big G said, "Big G, you got to hate on more guys. They all look all pro when you hate them. Pierre, Hayward, everybody. I mean, he ain't lying.
Yeah,
he ain't lying. Super Hayward. Super Hayward was all over the field yesterday. Super Hayward was all over the field yesterday. It was absolutely unbelievable what that man did. I mean, scored a touchdown, got a couple of tush pushes. Super Hayward. I love it. But yeah, you're exactly right. And then Arch Baby Doll, middle of the field equals the dub. I mean, Lord have mercy. The middle of the field was open and we threw to it. Lord have mercy.
You saw that pass, man. You saw that pass chart I sent you about what Rodgers was doing.
Yeah.
Let's just be perfectly clear. Super Hayward has improved as a tush pusher. and that is his play. He scored a touchdown on it. Let's freaking go. Bro, I'm telling you, when was the last time we lost when Super Hayward scored a touchdown? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We don't lose when Super Hayward get a TD. Get him in the end zone so we can secure a victory, man. Let's go, Hayward. Let's go. And I got a couple more I'm going to hate on today, B, so get ready. They're going to have a hell of a game this week. They're going to have a hell of a game.
Back to the injury front. Nick Herbig, hamstring injury. I think that's a concern. We're going to find out how hard, but usually a hamstring is 2 to 3 week type of deal, G. And if he's out and TJ is out, I mean, I don't know. Derek Harmon, though, I think is going to be back. That's a big one, especially with the way that Detroit likes to run the football. And again, Miami didn't attack the Steelers inside the tackles or inside the guards that most teams do. Yeah. Detroit's going to do that. So Detroit is going to run the football in between the guards and can do it well. We got to be ready for all of that. So Darnell in Washington, he got cleared from protocol. He played in the football game, played well. So that's what the injury front looks like. G, the main concern, obviously but I wouldn't even say TJ's a concern. It's just he's going to get back when he gets back. You know, he's going to get back when he gets back. It is what it is. Herbig is the one. It's like, okay, if we knew TJ was out and now you're getting hurt. It's like that's a 2-3 month thing. Remember last year Herbig was out. Herbig was out like 4 weeks with a hamstring. So we can't have it, man. We cannot have it, G.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Derek Harmon's playing. He's from Detroit. All y'all think that he's from Oregon. No, he's from Detroit. He went to Michigan State first. I promise you, he's gonna do everything in his power to play. So I'm thrilled about that. And TJ Watt has been known as a rehabber, like actually working on his body to get ready to be in position to play. So if that's the case, I think Watt might be back. But the issue is going to be, like you said, Herbig. And because hamstrings are soft tissues, bro. It takes a while for that stuff to heal, man. It takes a while. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But he gave it his all. He just was getting blown up by a fullback on a regular. And, he's little in stature. He can't take that. So I get it. But Hopefully he'll be okay, and we'll see. We just got to – it's day by day to be ready to play the football game against the Detroit Lions on Sunday.
Absolutely. Here's a good point by Ginger. Peyton Wilson is practicing on the outside per reports. He played on the outside in the game yesterday when Herbig got hurt. He played on the outside, got a sack. Look, here's the thing about Peyton Wilson. He didn't get that much run. You know, I mean, Malik Harrison took a lot of snaps, But Peyton Wilson, he played outside once Herbig went down. Here's the thing to notice about Peyton Wilson. He did a lot of outside rushing when he was at North Carolina State. He did it a lot. So this is not foreign territory to him to be rushing from the outside and playing that outside linebacker position. So if we're all being honest, it might actually be his best position.
Facts.
So we'll find out. That might be where he needs to be in this 3-4 system.
Yeah.
We'll find out. But either way, we still need Herbig. I don't care what. We need Herbig. We need him to be healthy. We need all the healthy bodies we can get. Arts Baby Doll said, bottom line, Steelers kicked ass. I'll take it. Absolutely.
Facts. Yeah.
Mason is back. We don't have to put him in the padded room. He said Super Hayward has earned his place this year. Much respect to him. Cam seems to be heating up some too, which is good to see. Cam Hayward, we're going to talk more about Cam Hayward on the podcast tomorrow.
Yes.
Cam Hayward has been one of the top defensive tackles in the National Football League this year. Quietly, G.
He's all pro. I mean, let's be perfectly clear. He's all pro, and I think he's going to give it his all this year and next year. And I think Cam's tired of losing, bro. Cam's done heard a lot of chatter about legacy concerning with him and the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. And Cam played a hell of a game. Man. He's a dog, man. We played against guys like this where you just can't freaking move them.
Right.
And you can't move him, man. What the hell? He's huge. You can't move him. So, yeah, shout out to Cam and shout out to the Super Hayward. Because Super Hayward, I don't know what we're going to do, but some kind of way we're going to make sure you on the 53 next year, bro. We're going to make sure.
There's a good point being brought up by N33. He said, whatever they do, they have to do it again this weekend. That's right. They got to be consistent. It was great to see him play, but if they lay an egg against Detroit, then nothing has changed. Yeah. We won 2 games that a lot of people thought we could win, even though it's the Ravens. The Steelers have owned the Ravens, but everybody thought we could beat the Dolphins. But if you go out and lay an egg against Detroit and don't look good, then it doesn't mean anything. And the season's got to start meaning something at this point in time, G. It's time to step it up a notch. It's just time.
Every game counts. Yep. Every game's a playoff game from this point forward. Even the diabolical trash Cleveland Browns. Every game means something because when we win and the Ratbirds lose, we're closer to the playoffs. And we want to go into the playoff with a winning streak. I don't want to go in the playoff 0-3, going and backing my way in the playoff. I want to win every damn game from here out. So let's go. They all count, B. They all count.
So Mason's got a point. Highsmith's ankle versus Herbig's a hamstring. Which one is more durable? I have no idea. That's a great point, Mason. Thanks for the super chat. I have no idea. Lord have mercy, man. It's just the walking wounded. Lonzo Dunn with the super chat said, looks like Wilson might be starting outside this week. He might be. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I think that might be in this defense. It might be his better position. We'll see what happens with it this week as the week goes on. The wide receiver room makeover seems to have been solidified. It seems to have cooled things off. I mentioned that in the report card today. It seems to have made Aaron Rodgers a lot more comfortable. Maybe Arthur Smith is more comfortable calling certain plays with these guys in the lineup. But adding Adam Thielen, adding MVS has seemed to solidify that room. And just like we talked about last week, Roman Wilson to the bench. And without an injury, Roman Wilson will not be getting a helmet for the rest of the season, ladies and gentlemen. That is not going to happen. He is out. And as much as we hate to see it, we just want the best players out there.
Facts.
I mean, look, we want Roman Wilson to develop. We want it to work out. But if it don't, it don't. You know, we can't just keep throwing him out there for the hell of it. So I'm sorry, but he's on the bench. And we kind of knew, hell, a wide receiver 3G, 13 games into the year, you only have 20 targets. Now, he was open some, don't get me wrong, but here's the thing. Rodgers didn't trust him. So if he doesn't trust you, and Rodgers kept going back to practice, if he doesn't trust you, what's going on in practice? What's going on in practice? So that's the way I look at it. But I think the wide receiver room has been solidified, and I'm fine with it.
You know what's even more diabolical, B? Alan Lazard got cut by the Jets. He requested a cut, and he got cut. So if Lazard is going to be on the first thing smoking to Pittsburgh, I'm not saying they're going to sign him and all whatever else, but he's going to be on the first because that's his boy, right? But it does because B, if you watch the gameplay and the game action from the wide receiver position, right? Not only do they run very good routes, they are excellent in blocking and running and pass blocking. I saw plays where a receiver would catch it and the other dude was stalk blocking. So this is what we need to happen for the Pittsburgh Steelers to be secure with Aaron Rodgers being able to pass the ball vertically.
Yeah.
He struggled with vertical passing because guys wouldn't run good routes. Guys wouldn't get open.
Right.
And they wouldn't block. Now we got a couple of wily old veterans, and that's what they do. So I'm with it. I'm with this. I'm listening. And listen, I think we're just tipping the iceberg. I think once Thielen lathers up a little bit more, and if MVS, because he showed he wasn't skill in hands.
He what?
He wasn't skill. He wasn't skill in hands. He caught that bad baby with the quickness on a double. They ran a double cross route. He was wide the hell open.
He was.
And B, he's not slow.
Nope.
He's not slow. We thought he ran a 4.9. That boy still ran a 4.4. So hey, and this makes the tight end room even better. By the way, it makes the tight end room damn near impossible to stop because you have serviceable wide receivers on the outside. So I'm 100% with this, bro. I'm 100%. And I'm sorry, Roman. If Lazard get a helmet, you really in trouble. Yeah,
well, Lazard's not even on the football team.
Exactly. But you understand if they bring Lazard in and he gets a helmet.
They don't need to bring Lazard in.
But B, it's Rodgers gets what he likes. you know how I go.
Yeah, they don't need to bring Lazard in. I guess that they do, but then what are you going to do? Who are you going to sit down?
Scotty.
Sit down Scotty Miller? I thought we needed a backup punt returner.
Adios, Scotty. Adios, Scotty. Scotty gone. He ain't getting no more helmets. Hell no. Bro,
the whole thing about that is, Mike Tomlin basically said, anytime you say the reason we didn't dress out this guy, this wide receiver that had been previously starting for us is because we needed a backup punt returner. You know how frustrated and how done they are with you. That's unfortunately it's sad, but it's just the truth, man. Mason with the super chat said, as good as Wilson has become as an inside linebacker, if he's even better edge, then we might have to start calling him light-skinned Micah?
No.
Well, light-skinned, does that apply? Isn't Peyton Wilson just white?
But you know who he reminds me of, B? Let's be honest, perfectly clear. Chad Brown. Okay. He reminds me of Chad Brown. Yeah, Chad Brown. That's who he is. He's Chad Brown. So, and I can live with that all day and night. But light-skinned Micah? No, Micah. No.
I would be more inclined to just call him the white Micah Parsons, but I think he's white. But unless I'm wrong, I don't think light skin applies, man.
Nah, I don't think so
either. I don't think it applies at all.
but he's Chad Brown, though. I'm telling you.
I get you.
The old school Yensies, they don't know about that. Go back and check out Chad Brown and watch Peyton Wilson and tell me if that ain't the same dude.
So next up, and a lot of people have been talking about it in the chat, is Dylan Cook, left tackle, the left tackle of the future for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll get this started, and I will say this now, and I'm not even going to think about debating it, taking it back. What Dylan Cook has put on film the last game and a half has been better than anything that Broderick Jones put on film all year. All year. And don't tell me, well, they help Dylan Cook a lot. Don't they help Broderick Jones a lot? They did.
Yeah.
So what they did for 77, they didn't do anything different for 60, and he just played better. He gave better effort. He just looked better. Now, it's a small sample size, and he's got a big challenge coming up this week. So I would say it's really premature to say he's the tackle of the future, but it did look good, G. It did look good.
Let me tell you something. If he handles his business against Aiden Hutchinson and he handles his business against him, dog, there's nothing to even talk about no more. There's nothing to even talk about no more.
We got another opponent that comes up after him.
Go Myles Garrett. But I'm saying 2 in a row, Nick against Bradley Chubb and Aiden Hutchinson, and you handle your business? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Now, Myles Garrett, that's something different. He's the best freaking edge rusher in the NFL. So if he gives up one against him, okay, I get it. It's Myles freaking Garrett. Right. But against Hutchinson and Chubb, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Dog, we got one. You saying it right there, I'm taking it up a notch. We got one. We got one, and people don't even realize it. And Tomlin, if this is the case, why in the hell did you cut him in the first place? Because he's got the body size and the structure. I think he just needs reps, B. You give him more reps, he's ready to go. We got one in Cook, bro. We got one.
I mean, I hope we do. It appears that we do, G. It absolutely appears that we do, because I saw athleticism. I saw a punch. When is the last time you seen Broderick Jones punch as a left tackle and not be overextended and leaning forward and all off balance and putting his head in there? I mean, it just looked different. It just looked different. That's all I'm going to say, man. That's all I'm going to say. So Big Knees, he said, what did Roman do or not do for his benching? I just think he's inconsistent and they don't trust him.
And lazy in practice.
Veterans.
Yep.
Guys that know where to run their route, how to run their route, I think is more important. I think that's what they do, is they just trust those guys to be where they're supposed to be at all times, and they didn't trust our main man, Roman Wilson, to do that. Mason said, listen, if Happy Rogers wins us a chip, you better bring Lazard. I'm not playing this year. Also, I'm 27, so I don't know Chad Brown.
Yeah.
No, Lazard doesn't need to be on the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Remember, and that was the super chat earlier from my man Alonzo Dunn. Remember, he said he didn't want to follow Aaron Rodgers to Pittsburgh. Remember, he said that. I don't want to go. Well, okay. Well, now you can stay. You can just be cut and stay right where you're at. Stay right where you're at, G.
Facts. But I think it's all about sufficing my quarterbacks. We got to suffice my quarterbacks. We got to make sure he's okay.
Right.
So if that he wants a dude in there, get him in there.
I mean, this is the thing, is that we got Hutchinson and Garrett coming up. If he plays well, that might be that guy. I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
He's the dude. I'm telling y'all, I'm calling it early. He's him. And Broderick Jones is going to play out like freaking Dan Moore. He's going to be a swing tackle. They're going to try to force him in there. Come on, man. This is big facts, Alonzo Dunn. I'm going to let you read it. Oh, my God, this is big facts.
He's right. Super chat saying Big G said Debo was cut 4 times. You're daggone right he was.
Big facts.
Daggone right. And here's the thing. The Steelers kept Dylan Cook around. They kept him around. They kept him around. And my whole question that whole time was why? Like, why are you keeping this guy around? Also, who the hell's doing the evaluating? Because I've seen Dylan Cook play and I've seen Calvin Anderson play. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Who the hell's doing those evaluations? Because one guy looked, or better yet, Andres Pete, who fell over his own damn feet and gave himself a concussion. So that's all I'm saying. Who the hell's doing the evaluations? Because Dylan Cook looked like a different dude out there. Now, again, I'm not saying that we got a huge sample size, but what sample size do we have of Calvin Anderson? We saw him. I mean, he doesn't look like he can play at all in the National Football League. Dylan Cook looked like this guy can play another 10 years based on the last game and a half.
Yeah. But B, the issue is, you know how it goes. Draft a guy in the first round, got to put him out on the field, got to keep giving him opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. No, play time's over with, man. You ain't getting no more opportunities, bro. The guys behind you look better than you. And the rest of the line that's young like you is improving. Fautanu, McCormick, Zach Frazier. Why ain't you getting any better? Oh, I know, because you're a bum. You ain't good. You're not good enough to start in the National Football League. And it's showing now by these other two tackles getting snaps. And you like, damn, if we could have had this all year, man, we might have 3 losses. Yep. We might have 3 losses. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's, to me, he just looked. Here's the thing, and we've said this about 77 all along, G, and not just me, it's a lot of people. But I've said this from day one. Mm-hmm. When Broderick started playing, it was his effort that was the problem.
Facts.
And we already knew that his technique was garbage. He was a raw talent, but it was always his effort that was the problem. Well, I mean, if effort's the problem, Dylan Cook didn't show that problem. He gave effort. How many times did you see him run Bradley Chubb all the way around the circle and didn't give up on the play, or give a soft outside shoulder and let Bradley Chubb just turn the corner? Mm-hmm. No pressures, no sacks, no quarterback hits in this football game. Hadn't given up any of that all since he's gotten to the lineup. Hadn't given up any of that, guys. I'm just saying, I don't want to jump the gun because it's such a small sample size, mm-hmm. but at the same time, I think it's premature for us to do that, mm-hmm. but I also think it's okay for us to be excited about what we see. The two things can be true, G. Two things can be true.
Listen, he blocks for longer than a second and a half, because that's what Broderick Jones does. He blocks for a second and a half. Mm-hmm. Dog, if you can block for 3-4 seconds, it's amazing how good Aaron Rodgers all of a sudden is playing well. I think that's just as consequential as the damn wide receiver room being fixed. That you got comparable play at the left tackle. That means something. And it's amazing how freaking good he looks. So come on, dog. Come on, dog. Like I said, if he handles his business against Hutchinson, let's go. Let's freaking go. I don't even want to hear it no more. Don't need 77, you ain't getting a helmet.
Josiah Williams brought to everybody's attention, and he's 100% right, and we all know it, is that draft evaluations are based on paychecks and draft class. I mean, first, and you're right. You're exactly right, because they're going to give a first-round draft pick every opportunity to be able to prove that you were right. And it's more proven that you were right, more than proving that the player is good. Hey, we picked this guy in the first round. We need to prove that we were right by picking him in the first round. It has nothing to do with how good they are. I just want to be right. Well, damn that, G. We ain't got time for people to be right and ego. We're trying to do something here. We're trying to do something here.
I want to win, B. That's all I even care about, winning. I want to win. Damn the first round. Let's win. Let's win.
Let's win. That's the thing. Let's just win. Lonzo Dunn said remedial is a program for a reason. Takes a minute that we don't have.
Oh God. Oh God. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You see, bro, with the short buttons.
Oh my God, it's short. But look at Broderick out there talking about, hey, y'all, hey, how you doing? Hey, it's time to go. Hell no, it ain't time to go. You stay on over there, man. Remedial Jones. We haven't been calling nobody no nickname outside of Super Hayward. So let's start it up, B. Remedial Jones is back in the building. And guess what, dude? You ain't getting no damn helmet, because the two guys in front of you are better than you. The two guys in front of you are better than you. Oh, Remedial Jones. Get out of here.
Lord have mercy. Something going on in the chat. I didn't see. There must have been a misspelling of something or a typo or something like that. There must have been a misspelling going on in the chat. Because I see somebody said, I'll take the coon any day typo. I'm like, what happened, man? I must have missed it. What happened?
Damn, man. I don't know, bro. Hey, man, I told you, the live chat, bro, I try to stay from over there sometimes, bro, because I'm scared. Listen, they true yinzies over there, bro. You cross one of them, and the whole squad is coming after you. And the thing is, you don't know who's tight with who over there. You don't have no clue who's tight with who. So, yeah, you better be careful over there. Just keep your head on the swivel. Protect
Sounds
yourself.
like the producer was on Thunderbird is what happened. Sound like producer been on Thunderbird. It is perfect because he won't go do those damn push-ups. If he would give the push-ups, we wouldn't have these problems. But
you started it up again, damn it. They're going to tear him up.
yeah, well, I mean, that's what happens, man. That's what happens. So, my man Lacobe, he says we just need to get and stay hot at the right time. He's exactly right. Exactly right. We got to be playing our best football this time of year, man. We got to be playing our best football at this time of year, which is why it's important to play good in Detroit this coming up week, this Sunday. It's important to play good. You know, you can't go play 2 games, you win 2 games, then you go lay an egg in the 3rd game. We can't do that. We can't do that. So super chat by Big Neezy said, Cook. Oh, okay. Now I get where the typo came. Okay.
Yeah.
Said that Cook allowed AR to have a little more time and less pressure to throw the ball. Broderick let so many pressures and sacks AR was running from. And that's 100% facts. 100%. Mason, short bus Broderick. Lord, but now they're on Broderick today. They're going to be on him, man. They're going to be on him. They're going to be on him. 77 should be wearing a different helmet. And now we got to stop. See, we got to stop. We got to stop, man. We got to stop. We got to stop.
I can't say it, B. I was great. We'd have got in trouble if I'd say what I said, man.
Come on.
But y'all stop. Live chat, y'all killing him, man. Y'all killing him.
Ooh, this is a good point. Said that Broderick Jones to be our new tight end for the heavy set.
Take Spencer Anderson's spot?
I mean,
maybe. Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. I like what Spencer Anderson does. Plus, he gives effort that Broderick hadn't given. Big Neezy, another with the super chat. He said, and Big G, you better not come back with them damn Jordan cleats.
Hell no. Michael Jordan needs to send him a cease and desist letter. Cease and desist. You can never put ordinary on your body ever again. The Jordan logo is not for you, pal. He might as well go over to Under Armours. Because it's over with. It's over with for the Nike and the Jordan, dog. Hell no, he can't wear them, man. No way, ever. Get them damn Jordan cleats out of here.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, guys, I just want to caution everybody. I think Broderick Jones is really hurt. I think Broderick Jones is really hurt. I think his neck injury is kind of serious. So I have no evidence. I haven't heard any rumors of that. The necks are nothing to mess with. They're nothing to mess with. And I think his neck injury might be worse than what we all know. That's all I'm saying. So I've kind of cut him some slack. And Still Loyal said, cut your eyelids off. My God.
Hey, B, they call Broderick radio over there in the live chat, dog. They called him radio.
I know. They won't let up on the man. So
they don't care, man. I told you they're not to be played with. They're not to be played with, dog. Our live chat, man. Oh my God, y'all are unbelievable.
No. They didn't put him on the IR first for nothing. You're exactly right, Arch Baby Doll. They put him on the IR pretty damn quick after they kind of figured out what his injury was. And I'm like, okay, that's troublesome. That's troublesome. Especially when there wasn't that much season left, G. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't that much season left, and the Steelers like, nope, he's on the IR. Immediately.
I think he might have a disc, something wrong with a disc in his neck, bro.
It could be.
Or his spine. I think that's what's going on with him.
Which is a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is a problem. So thanks for the super chat, Big Measy. We appreciate you. Said put Broderick in some Reebok.
Oh my God.
Reeboks anymore? I didn't even know Reebok was around.
I see some boss Allen Iverson Reebok cleats, B. I saw them. With my own eyes. I was like, oh my God. But they still make them. They still make them.
No, they definitely still make them. Still make them. IT Max says, how do you think that YA Black played? I mean, he was okay. You know, I didn't notice anything crazy from YA. I mean, look, the D line in general played good because, I mean, look, they only had, what'd they have? 67 yards rushing.
Yeah, facts.
So, you know, they couldn't have played too bad for within that situation. That's just me. I could be wrong. But I didn't think he was too bad. but we need Derek Harmon.
Time out, B. They said put him in some kangaroos.
No. Better yet, forget the kangaroos, forget the Reeboks. Just let him wear some buddies out there. Just put Broderick in buddies.
They said put him in some kangaroos, dog. I mean, what? And the live chat is diabolical, dog. Oh, my God. They said some kangaroos, man. Oh, my God.
So Alonzo Sisson, you're saying Broderick needs a Band-Aid on his brain? No, I'm thinking Broderick might really be hurt. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I think Broderick might really be hurt.
Yeah.
But if he's not, then he needs to wear buddies. No kangaroos, no ponies. Just put him out there. No air wing or pro wings. No pro. Just put him out there in some buddies and let it go.
He can't even get the imitation looking ordinaries, like with the two instead of having a night check, it had the 2 lines turned into a check. No, he can't even. He got to wear straight buddies.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Just buddies. Yeah. Gary ain't got a good point. He says, does Aaron Rodgers have enough say to keep Cook in the lineup? He might. Yeah. He might. I don't know. That's a good question, but he might.
Yeah.
So he might. Said our secondary from IT Mac is now really good with the addition of ASJ. You're right. You're right. I mean, we're going to talk about that tomorrow in the podcast. Make sure you guys show up because having a loaded secondary is always good. Now, I mean, having to decide who's going to play, that's never a bad thing. That's never, ever a bad thing. So IT Mac with another super chat, he said, you have the power. What would you do to fix the O-line for the long term? Find a left tackle as soon as possible and find a replacement at left guard as soon as possible. Yeah. Because Seumalo's not going to play anymore. He's definitely not going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. So those would be the first 2 things that I do. Solidify those 2 positions. Oh, and get a new coach.
Yeah, Pat Meyer got to go. That's
but here's the thing, though, G. Here's the thing.
Move.
Now, we get on Pat Meyer because we say that he doesn't develop guys. He didn't develop Broderick, and we blame Pat Meyer. Well, what about Dylan Cook? Does he get credit for that? Mason McCormick has played pretty good football this season. Does he get credit for that? On that Faitanu and Fred, does he get credit for those guys, or does he only get bashed because the guy that we think is supposed to be really good isn't? Could it possibly be just the player isn't any good?
If Dylan Cook continues to play the way he's playing, this is all Broderick Jones. This is nothing to do with Pat Meyer at all. This is all Broderick, bro. So that's the question. I think if Dylan Cook solidifies the left tackle, I mean, what are we talking about? Pat Meyer's not losing his job. And the issue is we just missed with a first-round draft pick, the first pick by Omar Khan and Andy Waddle. We just missed. It's okay because we didn't miss in other spots. Keanu Benton, JPJ, Darnell Washington, Peyton Wilson. We didn't miss. Troy Fautano, Zach Frazier. We didn't miss. So it's okay to miss every now and then. Every draft pick is not a first-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer, all-NFL player. You miss sometimes. And it's okay to admit that we missed. It's okay.
Well, that's my whole thing. I'm just, we get on coaches. Steeler Girl says, hell no, he gets 0 credit for not noticing Cook had them all beat. I don't think that was his call. The offensive line coach is not the guy who's going to make the call on who's playing and who's not. That's not his call, man. Especially when we're talking about first round pick. So that's not going to be his call. Having said that, if we're being honest, you can't just knock a guy when things are bad and we think somebody should be better. At some point, they got to have some. If the guy behind him is getting better and got better, the coach got to get some credit for that.
Facts.
He's got to. I'm not saying that Pat Meyer is the world's greatest offensive line coach. I would probably still replace him, but that doesn't mean that he can't get some credit. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, I agree. That's total facts, B. Total facts. And it is. But like I said, we're hard on Pat Meyer because we expect it because you got all these first-round draft picks running around over there or guys that should have been in the first round like Zach Frazier. So yeah, we expect this, but right now, Broderick is looking like the odd man out. Right now, it's looking like it's more about him than it is the coach, bro, in my opinion.
Yeah, the thing about Broderick is that we knew Josh, the drummer, brings up a good point, saying that we knew Broderick was going to have bad technique out of college. We did. We knew he was a project, and he didn't get better. Now, that part you can blame on Pat Meyer, because if we're drafting a project, it's the coach's job to get him better. But my question is, sometimes projects are simply just that. They can't get better. They're just, hey, I've got a lot of athletic ability and I'm big, but I can't figure out how to block people with proper technique, and I'm never going to be able to figure that out. It happens. Yeah. You know how many good college football players, all-American college football players, that just don't pan out in the National Football League?
Yeah.
It happens, man. It happens.
But this, and you know this to be true too. When you draft a project, what that says to me is a reach. Somebody who you really wanted got picked before you picked the guy that you got. And you're reaching because you're saying, okay, this guy's got potential to do maybe what the guy who we actually wanted. That's where the Steelers has kicked themselves in the face over the years. By a guy will get drafted. Baltimore used to kill us with it all the time. They draft the very guy that we wanted right in front of us, right? And then we would reach. I don't think that's what the new regime needs to do. If the guy who you don't want is not there, go to another position. Even though that position of need might be. Because I'd rather have an ultra-talented sound and technique guy come in versus getting a guy that I have to actually count or build up to say, okay, he's got potential. Potential don't do nothing but get you fired in the National Football League, bro.
That's true.
That's what it gets you fired.
It does, especially if it doesn't get developed. If it doesn't get developed, that's absolutely the case. Mr. Dye said, could Dylan Cook be our James Harrison? He very well might.
I hope to God.
He very well might. When he finally got an opportunity, he got in the starting lineup and didn't get out. So he very well might. I just don't want us as Steeler fans to jump the gun. I just want us to be patient with them and give them a chance. Just give them a chance to play some more football before. But two things can be true, and we're going to move on after this. Two things can be true. We can be excited about what we see because he did play well, but also cautious and understand it's been a game and a half of football.
Yeah.
Two things can absolutely be true.
Absolutely. 100% facts, B. 100%.
So a couple of super chats before we move on to the grades. Jay Malfair said draft best player, not by position. It depends on where you at in your development, but usually that is always the case. Just draft the best player and figure it out as you go, because you want the best players on your football team. It's the coach's job to put them in the proper position.
Yep.
Alonzo Dunn says, all jokes aside, I think that the pressure of being drafted in the first round is too much for Remedial. Want him to play better coming off the bench. Well, that's the thing. Offensive linemen, they don't rotate offensive linemen. Nope. Like, that's not something you come off the bench. Like, I'm going to come in for a couple series. That's not how offensive line is played. You're in the lineup, you play, that's it.
That's right.
They don't go around and move people around or anything like that. That's not how it's done. So, and Mr. Dunn says we go no against Hutchinson. We're going to know against Hutchinson this week. Hutchinson plays the other side, but I think they're going to move him around because of who Dylan Cook is. I feel like they'll move Hutch around to go against him. That would be my feeling. So, as you've seen face swaps from it's Yinsberg worth a check. I have not. I don't even know what that is. And Kenneth Gainwell, Nation Let's Ride, says Cody Silva. Absolutely, 1,000,000%. Kenneth Gainwell played great. Charles Jones, what's going on, man? He says, good to see you, brothers. I believe we may be finding our groove. Go Steelers. You might be right.
Hell yeah.
You very well might be right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Might be right. Let's go to the grades, people. Let's go to the grades. So, first up, quarterback. For me, this one was easy. Aaron Rodgers, A+. I thought he was great. 23 for 27. He held the ball one time on a sack, had a bad throw that could have been picked. Other than that, he played the quarterback position well, got us in and out of a bad play into good plays, was accurate, showed some zip on that ball over the middle, that touchdown pass to DK Metcalf, showed some zip on that football, people. I thought it was an A-plus effort.
Aaron Rodgers' best game by far as a Pittsburgh Steelers was Monday night against the Miami Dolphins, in my opinion. Absolutely B, A-plus all day and night. And A-plus, dog, look, he got that diabolical. Look at that Jordan cleat down there. And that's not even ordinary. That's a fake logo cleat. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Broderick is a knockoff Air Jordan. Oh my God. But yeah, A+ for Aaron Rodgers, bro. A+. Absolutely best game. And B, confidence in the wide receiver position. Comparable offensive line spells all-pro quarterback. And I don't care who it is. Competent offensive line play. Decent wide receiver play in the National Football League spells all-pro quarterback. Look at what Mahomes looks like without no O-line. Look what Mahomes looks like when his offense, his wide receivers don't bail him out. Dog, this is true across the board. Aaron Rodgers, even though he's long in the tooth, is a very good quarterback. Competent line, good wide receiver play, all-pro quarterback. A+, bro. A+. And can we get it for the rest of the damn year, man? Can we get it for the rest of the year?
That's what we need. Consistency from everybody. Running back. Look, Jaylen Warren was sick. You could tell he was sick. He didn't have the same type of explosiveness. How many times have you seen Jaylen Warren get run over by a linebacker in pass protection? I don't think you can count on one finger how many times that has happened, because I don't remember it happening. But Kenneth Gainwell was outstanding in this football game. 7 catches on the day, ran for 80 yards, made a lot of things out of nothing, was just super explosive. I like what Kenneth Gainwell did. I gave the running backs an A.
B, is it time, even though I know Jalen was injured and sick or whatever, is it time to start having a conversation about Gainwell taking first team reps all the time? Gainwell was out there cooking, bro. Gainwell was out there cooking. So, and look, Jonnu Smith got a carry at a running back and scored. Super Hayward out there at the quarterback sneaking around. Hey. Hey. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Yeah. So Lonzo Dunn said Mahomes is faking because he missed the playoffs. Nah,
no
man.
Way.
He tore 2 ligaments in his knee, brother. So no. Yeah. Not this time. I get what you're saying, but not this time. Wide receiver position. DK dominated the middle of the field when they gave him an opportunity. 2 times that they threw him the ball. Should have been 3. The one sack that Rodgers held the ball on, DK was wide open. Wide open. Having said all of that, I like what the wide receivers did. 8 guys caught a pass, including 2 running backs. Tight ends caught the ball well, but they also blocked. Guys were blocking out there. Tight ends. Thielen blocked on – all he did was get in the way on that big long run by Gainwell, but sometimes all you have to do is get in the way. So that's all you need to do is just get in the way. So I like that, what the wide receivers did. I gave them an A on the day too.
B, I was going to give them an A-, but this is the first time that I'm going to give a double grade – not a double grade, but a grade based on 2 weeks of play. What I saw last week out of the wide receivers giving the Ratbirds – players the business, pancake blocks and all whatever else. And then this week, that trickled over into the damn tight ends blocking and everybody running crispy routes, and there was plenty of guys open. Man, big respect for the wide receiver room. A+. And we didn't even have a 100-yard receiver. A freaking plus, bro. Outstanding. Keep doing this and we're going to be okay. Keep doing it. We're going to be all right, man. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
Gotcha. Boxing man, stop. That's all I'm gonna say is stop. Let's not be stupid. But yeah, I liked. I look. We didn't have any drops by any receivers either. I like what the receivers did, man. I like what the receivers did. So, it was good. It was a good effort by them all the way around. Offensive line. Look, I was hard on him, G. I gave him an A-. I gave the O-line an A-. 135 yards rushing, 4.2 yards a carry. Dylan Cook was clean in all his pass protection. I don't even know that Nick Chubb played. Did he rush the passer at all? But I gave him an A minus. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. I could have been. I could have given him a higher grade, but I gave him an A minus.
I know why you did, because I watched the film, and me and you ain't even talk, but I know why you did it. Because I seen a couple of plays where Zach Frazier was out there looking diabolical.
He
I
was.
saw a couple of plays. I saw Mason McCormick pull his happy dance out one time, and I was like, "Damn, what the hell are you doing? Come on, bro!" But
Right.
overall, and the issue was too, they had an extremely slow start. Let's be clear. In that first quarter, man, listen, I was like, man. But when you put together 4 straight drives where you run the ball 80% of the time in those drives and you just man on man, mono, bully the Miami Dolphins, yeah, that moves your grade up. So I give them an A because they bullied them boys. The game wasn't as close as what the score was, bro. They absolutely bullied them. The line bullied them. So yeah, A.
Yeah, absolutely. It absolutely couldn't. So, but that's the case is Cody Silva with the super chat. We appreciate you, man. He says, let's be real. Darnell Washington can fight the whole Dolphins team with one hand behind his back and still win.
No.
I mean, I don't know about that. I just know Darnell Washington was pushing people around.
He was
absolutely pushing people around.
He was.
Yeah, the offensive line kind of did their thing, man. I give them credit. And then the offense as a whole, 28 points, 3 for 3 in the red zone. They held the ball for just over 33 minutes, 33 and a half minutes for time of possession. To me, it was a complete game outside of the slow start. Once they got going, they never stopped until the game was already decided, and they took their foot off the gas pedal and didn't need to do anything, just tried to get to the finish line. So I was fine with all of it. I gave the offense an A. You also know who else gets credit is Arthur Smith. Good game plan, good play calling.
Yes, and it wasn't his fault that they had a slow start, bro. That was just lack of execution. It was dialed up. It was dialed up a couple of times. And when Rodgers took that one sack, I was like, dog, why in the hell? He looked right at him, bro. He was wide open in the middle of the damn field. And I was pissed when they didn't go for it on 4th and 1 when they had the momentum and they could have scored on him again. That's when I knew Tomlin had shut it down for the night, man. But this is the best we have looked. Offensive line, tight end, running back, quarterback, wide receiver.
Right.
As a unit, this is the best that we've looked all year. A. I give them an A for the game, bro. Outstanding. Great job. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mr. Dodd and Lonzo Dunn are trading alcohol recipes. He's drinking a little, got some of that yak going tonight. It's cold. It's cold everywhere, man. It's cold everywhere, man. Even here in Texas, it is cold. Woo! It's cold outside.
Heat that chest up, buddy. Heat that chest up, buddy. Yep.
IT Max says, any chance you could do an all 22 for a Le'Veon Bell game? No. So, but could we see what it would look like? I mean, I don't even know if we could still get the same video, but probably not. Probably not. Like somebody said earlier that what Gainwell, it reminded him of Le'Veon Bell, and I'm like, guys, let's pump the brakes on that, man. Do we know how good Le'Veon Bell actually was? Maybe go back and look at Le'Veon Bell before we start saying that. And in the offseason, maybe we can find that. But, yeah, Le'Veon Bell was a different dude. Le'Veon Bell was a different dude. So before a couple of good games by Gainwell, we try to throw that on it. Le'Veon Bell was the best back in football.
Yeah.
Let's remember that. Let's keep that in mind before we come up with the comparisons.
Le'Veon Bell wrecked a Hall of Fame career himself. Le'Veon Bell, maybe not Hall of Fame, but maybe best Steelers back in history. He wrecked that. I think if he would have stayed on the pace of what he was going, what he was playing with, and the Killer Bees was that thing, but they wrecked themselves. Could he have been better than Franco? Could he have been better than Jerome Bettis? Absolutely, hell yeah. So Le'Veon Bell wrecked his own career, but Gainwell's not that big. He's not that.
Not yet. I mean, I'm not saying he can't get there, but first of all, yeah, I am, because he's not even the same body type. I mean, Le'Veon Bell was 240 pounds out there running routes like a slot receiver, catching passes like there, and then would run for 135 yards on you all in the same game. So it's just different. It's just different. So that Bell was crazy. But then this is a good point too by Alonzo Dunn. Said he was good behind the all-pro line that he was running behind. What did he do after that? I think he had already wrecked his career by deciding to go to the Jets and just thinking, I can run behind anybody. Well, no, you can't. No, you can't.
No.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Dave DeCastro and Pouncey was out there clearing it out, dog. Let's be perfectly clear.
Yeah.
No, dog, you don't get that everywhere.
Don't get me wrong. He was special. But the line, nobody's special out. If you're not Barry Sanders, who Sanders' line is better than what people give him credit for. But if you're not him, everybody's got a good line if you're a good running back. It's just that simple.
That's facts.
You got guys that can block.
That's facts. That's facts.
So
what happened?
That's the difference. Moving on. D-line. I thought the D-line played a pretty good game. You know, there were several times, though, that we had coverage sacks because we didn't get a ton of pressure, and then we eventually got there, but they shut down the run game. That's part of it. I gave him a B plus on the day.
Yeah. Based on the limited snaps that they had available with guys out there, because I always mess 93's name up, but 93 played a decent game. He had some pressure on the quarterback. He stopped the run. Hayward played out of his damn mind. So let's get that. Black played well. Herbig saved the touchdown. I think that's when he got hurt. Yeah, when he got blown up by the fullback, and he just reached, because HA was out of there, bro. So yeah. And Highsmith played a good game. So yeah, D-line. Yeah, I ride with you, B. I give him a B, though, dog, because I just think that I want to see a full roster, full game with the defensive line like I just saw with the offensive line. Let's see what they look like when they're full strength. And then, but for right now, I'm going to be tough on them, bro. I'm going to be tough on them. B.
Right. No, I totally understand. Mason said Bell must have been hotboxing with Blunt when he turned down that contract offer. Yeah, I mean, we can get into that another time, but you turned down more money from the Steelers than what you got offered a year later after you gave up $13 million could be one of the dumbest decisions that a professional athlete's ever made outside of Latrell Sprewell giving up $21 million guaranteed because he said he had to feed his family. But, hey, what do I know?
Yeah, facts. That's all facts. All facts. You tell the truth.
Moving on, linebackers. Look, Patrick Queen had a pretty good game, man. I thought Queen, he was physical. He ran around. He made some tackles. Malik Harrison. I didn't even know Malik Harrison was going to play. Like I said, he got knocked out last week. I thought there was no chance that he was playing. Hell, he started practicing on Wednesday, so he was good to go. So I liked what I saw out of the linebackers. And, again, Peyton Wilson moving around, playing some outside linebackers. Keep your eyes on that. I like what he did, but I gave the linebackers an A- for the day.
Yeah, man, listen, I'm going to say this. You got to let Peyton Wilson cook, bro. You got to let him cook regardless of what position he plays. Peyton Wilson is a game changer, bro, as far as the defense is concerned. Outside linebacker, inside linebacker, move him around like a chess piece. Patrick Queen plays serviceable. Harrison plays serviceable. So, linebackers, I'm with you. I like the grade. I give him an A- as well. And we really need him this week, B. We need him, boy, because Montgomery and that damn number 0, Gibbs, boy, they problems. Yeah. We need them. We need disciplined linebacker play out of the Steelers this week. We need disciplined linebacker play.
Got it. Yeah, I get you. We definitely need that this week, G. We definitely need it this week. The DBs, secondary, I thought played well. Secondary held up. Joey Porter Jr. He dropped another pick.
Damn it.
It was deflected, but it still hit him right in the chest.
Skillet hands.
Buddy.
I told you about that damn gun. I'm still pissed about that. You need to be on the damn gun machine 20 minutes after practice every day. 20 minutes. That will help. Because they can't catch a damn cold. Him and Duggar, I don't know which one's going to mess it up.
Yeah.
But B, I'll tell you what I'm excited about. Asante Samuel Jr., boy. Lord, B, He's back. He's back. We're good, man. We're good, man. Our corners are some dogs, man. Our corners are some dogs. Pierre Lapew, my dude, who I killed forever. Asante Samuel, JPJ, Eccles. Hey, we cooking with gas.
I've said it a million times. You can never have enough good cornerbacks on your football team. You can never have enough good ones out there. So, and the Steelers got a few. They got a few. I like where we're at in the cornerback room, man. I do. So I gave the DBs an A. And then moving on, as far as the defense overall, it was an A. They held Miami to 3 points and 105 yards until the game was decided. That's when and that was in the fourth quarter. When the Steelers went up 28-3, Miami had 105 total yards, meaning in 3 points. Like, what are we talking about here? And then the game was decided, and we're just trying to get to the finish line, all them garbage, meaningless yards. Nobody cares about that. The defense stepped up, and you also know what that means. Just like we gave Arthur Smith credit, you got to give Tomlin and Terrell Austin credit too. Achane, they had been running on everybody. On everybody. 67 yards rushing. They held the Dolphins to, got after Tua, picked him off. It was just a good defensive effort. I gave him an A.
B, I give him an A as well, and let's just be perfectly clear. I forgot to tell him, my DB's grade is an A, and my defensive grade is an A. But this was the first game where we got complimentary football from the offense and defense.
Absolutely.
All season. All season long, this was the first game that we saw complimentary. So we talk cash money because Mike Tomlin, I still ain't letting you off the hook yet. You ain't off the hook yet, Mike Tomlin.
Oh, no.
But you coached a hell of a game this week. Your design worked well. A defense. Very good.
Yeah,
very
no. Yeah, we're not doing just because he had a good game means he's off the hook. That doesn't mean anything. It means you called a good game. But that doesn't get you off the hook. We got way bigger fish to fry for that to happen. Way bigger fish to fry before anything. But again, we're just grading this game. And if we're grading this game, this is what we're doing. So keep that in mind, people. Special teams, I thought was what it is. B+. I mean, Boz didn't have anything to do. He made all of his extra points, so that's a good thing. Waitman was good. But again, hidden yardage is where the Steelers won. Second straight week that they won hidden yardage. That's the key, is that our coverage units were good, and we're able to win that battle. When you can win the special teams battle of hidden yards, you're doing something, so they got a B+ from me.
Absolutely. Look at their starting line of scrimmage for offensive possessions for Miami was diabolical. They was out there suffering. Look how we were able to pin them back. And B, that matters because when you pin them back and you get a 3 and out and they punt it back to you, you're moving 20 yards forward every time. The Pittsburgh's starting line of scrimmage a lot of times was way past the 30-yard line. A lot.
It was.
That shortens the field where you got to go. I'm with it. Very good job, special teams. B+. Didn't have a lot to do, but did well for what they did do. B+, I agree.
Yep. And then as far as coaching, look, Arthur Smith, we talked about it. Coaching, Arthur Smith and Mike Tomlin did a phenomenal job. Offense was a little slow to get going, but again, that was player execution. You could see it on the film. Defense played a good game until the game was already – it played a great game until the game was already decided. Damn, a good game. You keep an NFL offense to 105 yards into the fourth quarter, you're playing really good football. You are playing really good football. I don't care what the circumstances are. Steelers played well. I'm giving the coaching an A.
Absolutely. I'm with that too. I give them an A, and I need to see it one more time. You done showed me 2 weeks in a row what you can do. Let's see it one more time. You done showed me. You showed me you ain't got to play diabolical cover 3 all damn day. You done showed me that you can actually put a good left tackle in the game and run the football. Just keep doing the damn thing what you do. Let's go, coaching. Just keep with an A. Let's go.
Absolutely. And then overall, I give the Steelers an A. This is an A effort. It was the most complete game that I can think the Pittsburgh Steelers have played in a while. Some talked about the Cleveland game earlier this year. I'm like, I don't know if that was necessarily a complete game. This, to me, was a complete game. We didn't settle for field goals. The defense did their job. They shut down the run game. I mean, they had Miami stopped until we didn't need to stop them anymore. So, and the offense had their foot completely on the gas until they didn't have to have their foot on the gas anymore. So that's where I'm at with it. I gave them an A overall.
B, I agree. And I just add this on top of for icing the cake. How much out of character was it for you to see Mike Tomlin to continue to go for it over and over again on fourth down?
Yeah.
And get it and execute it and get it on fourth down.
Yeah.
That's an A. We always ride Mike Tomlin, talk crazy about him. Oh, he lives in his fears. He didn't live in his damn fears this week. He was aggressive. He was aggressive. So A, overall A, because I like that style of Pittsburgh. Stop being scared. Let's play football. He wasn't in his fears. He was out there coaching, and we had an overall great effort by the Steeler team. A.
Absolutely.
Absolute A.
So let me get some of these super chats. Let's catch up on these. Yeah. Charles Jones says, as long as the O-line improves, we are going to get better. That's 100% the truth. Thank you, Charles, for supporting the channel. Mr. Dodd says, when was the last time you could say we won a game because our secondary held up? It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So Mattia with the super chat, appreciate it, said started to show some life yesterday. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It's got to continue, though. It's one thing to show life, but it's got to continue because if we go, like I mentioned before, if we go out and lay an egg, then it doesn't mean anything.
Nothing.
So.
Nothing.
Oh, 93 from IT Max says 93 nickname suggestion is Oh Crap Eclipse. That's too long. That's too long. I like where your head's at, though. But that's too long. We got to come up with something for old boy. We got to come up with something. Said Charles Jones also said, thanks, Charles. Said Queen was much better. Yes, he was.
Absolutely.
Yes, he was. Patrick Queen was much better.
Absolutely.
Much better yesterday. Mason say JPJ starting to remind me of prime Ike. Yeah. Ike had hand issues, too.
Yeah,
skillet. Like Ike couldn't catch the football either.
Straight skillet, just a skillet. Couldn't catch nothing. I'm telling you, bro. That jug machine. I know the answer. Get on the jug machine, but he won't do it. He won't do it.
Alonzo Dunn with the super chat said JPJ hands are for grabbing.
They are. That's facts. So
they are. They're for grabbing, and they ain't for catching. They're for grabbing.
Damn that football.
Grabbing and holding. That's what he does, man. That is what he does. Grabbing and holding. Mason says, I can't say I'm fully back until they make some noise in the playoffs, but I have hope again. Here we go. Look, all we can do is we're here right now. Next week, we'll see where we're at. Then the following couple of weeks. So we're here now. We'll find out where we can be down the road. We'll figure out where we are down the road. So when that happens, we can cross that bridge when we get there. We just need to play a good game and win the game next week.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. But more than anything, we just need to play a good game and win next week. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Agreed, B. I'm with you 100% on that one. Agreed.
So super chat here by Big Measy. He said, what does it mean for Caleb when our tight end gets trusted with a red zone run before you do? My whole thing is like on some of these short yardage versus, running a tush push, like does it never occur to them to use Caleb Johnson in a 1 yard situation? Who cares if they know we're running the football? Like it never occurs to them to run him. I'm like, man, they just don't trust him at all.
Well, B, this might be another one of those situations where it's a practice thing. It might be because Tomlin gives guys opportunities if they practice well. Maybe it's a practice thing, and maybe that's what he's got to learn. But it also could be, I think we're taking for granted how good Gainwell actually is. Gainwell's not letting you on the field, dude.
No, he's not. He's made him obsolete. That's right.
I'm sorry. Kenneth Gainwell, you're not playing, dog. I mean, I know we drafted you, but Gainwell's done made you like,
Yeah, they've literally made him obsolete. Danny says a win versus Detroit tells me we can win a playoff game.
Yes.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, absolutely.
It absolutely would.
Mm-hmm.
And Detroit's beatable too. The Detroit is not unbeatable. I mean, they got the same record as we do. So it's not like Detroit is 13-2 or something like that. They're not. They're 8-6, just like us. They're
Facts.
beatable. One game at a time, Arch Baby Doll. You're exactly right.
Yes,
One game
absolutely.
at a time. So big trophies this week. Who gets big trophy from you this week, Big G, for MVP?
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I like Kenneth Gainwell. Aaron Rodgers missed 4 passes, dog. Aaron Rodgers missed 4 passes. He was out there dotting it. Rodgers, bro. Listen, we're only going to go as far as Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers continues to play the way he plays, he can take us very far. He's got to play well, and the Steelers are in good position. Aaron freaking Rodgers, dog. It ain't even debatable to me. Rodgers.
Absolutely. I go with Kenneth Gainwell. Led the team in receptions, led them in rushing. Give me Gainwell for the big trophy this week. I thought he was outstanding. Mason says the same thing. He said Gainwell made CA3 expendable, which is saying something. They got to. I mean, we got some weapons and we're using them all over the field. I think is a good thing. So I think is a good thing. As far as Casper, who was your cap? Mine, it was CA3 again. Just one target. Didn't mention him. Didn't notice him. That's who I got for Casper Award.
Yeah, I gotta agree because I think everybody on the defense played well. Everybody in the other receiving positions played well. All the running backs played well. Yeah, Calvin Austin III. Calvin Austin, for you to be out there and getting as many snaps as you do, hey, Skoranek looking real good. Skoranek looking real good out there. And you put him with damn Adam Thielen and MVS. Hey, I'm just saying. Because when Skoranek gets a snaps, he makes plays, bro. He makes plays. Yeah. Big Casper, hey, let's go, CA. There's
somebody else you could mention in there that we hadn't talked about, Keanu Benton.
But he didn't play trash though, dog.
No, he didn't. You just didn't. You didn't necessarily notice him.
Yeah.
But no, he definitely didn't play trash. No, not at all. Not at all. But moving on, and then, so the MVP for the chat. Who do you think was the MVP?
Well, it's toss-up between 2 guys, but I'll let them decide. I said Rodgers, you said Gainwell. It's close out there, bro. It's close. I think they complement each other.
Yeah, I think it was Gainwell. I like what Gainwell did in this game. For me, it was him. It was him. Facts. So let's preview the game for next week, G. So we're playing the Lions. Look, it's a Harmon homecoming. I think he's going to return. The Lions, their safeties, potentially without all-pro safeties, Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch.
Yes.
Their defense is beat up. Their defense is beat up, kind of like ours.
Facts.
Their defense is beat up. But they play bully ball, and their offense is crazy. Jared Goff, 3,600 yards, 29 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's playing phenomenal. Jahmyr Gibbs, 1,100 rushing yards, averaging 5.5 a carry with 13 touchdowns and almost another 500 rushing. Amon Ra St. Brown, 94 catches, 1,100 yards, and 11 touchdowns. I mean, the offensive firepower, and not to mention their offensive line. The offensive line kind of goes without saying. They might have the best right tackle in football. Actually, I think they probably do.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they do. It's going to be tough to stop. We're going to have another good performance defensively. Going to need another good performance defensively. But their defense, aided by Aiden Hutchinson, he's a guy, 9.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. You're going to have to know where he's at. He moves around too, people. He moves all over that defensive line. We're going to have to – he's got a crazy motor. He's going to have to be blocked. We're going to have to be blocked. But that's where I'm at with it. This is a test, though. This is a test. Detroit is a good football team. They got losses this year. Like I said, they've got 6 losses. But you go back and you look at the teams that they have lost to. They're good football teams. So, but they can be had. They can be had. The Steelers got an opportunity here, G. They got a big one.
The issue is, bro, this game is going to come down to one word: toughness. Who's tougher than who? Because the Detroit Lions is going to try to bully us, right? They are literally, because that's their style. I'm talking about from their head coach all the way down to the water boy.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of bullies. Well, with a bully, if you stand up to a bully, sometimes they just can't take it. And I think the Steelers need to be bullyish in their play this week. They need to be ultra aggressive and go after their defensive backfield. I'm talking about, I think the whole defensive backfield is big trash. And I think they can be had. So you just go after them, go after them, go after them, go after them. Now, we got to have a run game to keep it balanced. But I need Aaron Rodgers to get 300. I need Aaron Rodgers to get 303 tutties and be like, now what? Because Detroit, what Detroit really wants to do, B, and you know this because we watched them, 16 plays, 80 yards, a touchdown. 15 plays, 65 yards, a touchdown. That's how they because they want to exert their will on you. But if you can play that style and with them and get into a phone booth and fight, they don't like that. They don't like when a team plays bully on them. They don't like that. So I think this is a week where the Steelers got to get bullyish and be like, okay, y'all want to play that way? That's our alley. Let's get nasty. Let's get physical. Let's play bully football. So yeah, I think that's how you win.
I think that would be the best bet is to play bully football. I don't want to get into a pass-happy game against Detroit because they got guys that can get to the quarterback. Let's run the football. And like you said, time of possession is going to be key. You can win the time of possession, but Alonzo Dunn's a good chat. Jameson Williams over the top. I don't know if he's the most scary guy, but that's definitely a weapon. He's definitely a weapon, a killer. So I would rather run the football and keep the ball away from Detroit and go that route versus saying Rodgers got to go for 300. Let's run for 175 yards and keep the ball away from them. Let's do that. If we can do that, I think the Steelers got a good chance in this football game. Yeah, I think they got a good chance in this football game. So
be 150, we win. Guaranteed.
I think it's gonna need. I think. I mean, 150 if Rodgers does some stuff, but I don't know if 150 is enough.
Be 150, 150, and Rodgers throws for over 200.
I mean, it might need to be 250.
Maybe 150 and 250. B, that's a dub. That's a dub. Unless our defense is just out there playing super trash and giving Jared. And Jared Goff is their weakness. I keep saying it all the time. He's playing well. Get in his face. Hit him a couple of times. Guess what he will do? He will throw a pick. I promise you he forces it into bad windows. Amon St. Brown bails him out a lot. And I love that dude, dog. Amon St. Brown reminds me so much of Hines Ward, dog. I wish we could make a diabolical trade and get him on our team some kind of way. But they ain't giving him up. They ain't giving up Amon St. Brown.
No.
But yeah. But like, just be bullish with him. Let's play bully football, bro. Big boy ball. This week is about big boy ball. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the thing is we got to be physical. Jamie Charlton, don't worry about it. You just got to ignore Boxing Man. He's the Steeler fan that hates everything about the Steelers until they win, and then he's happy. So you just got to ignore him. Don't let him get into you, man. Don't do it. He's fine. Don't worry about it. You just gotta let him be. Yeah. He's just blowing off some steam, man. He's just blowing off some steam. Don't get upset.
Yep. Total facts.
Well, y'all know what time it is, man. It is time for the old producer question. That's the
old Look, he put the lights up there. He put the lights up there. Where's that? He being diabolical. Man, you need to be working on your push-ups while you being diabolical, Mr. Producer.
And there they are, down there at the bottom.
Hell no, them ain't no damn push-ups down there. That's AI. Let's go, man. Let's go.
All right. Where is that? Here we go.
Mm.
You're given a time machine to enact a what if draft scenario. But if you change the past, you lose the entire 1974 draft class, which is Lambert, Webster, Swan, Stallworth. You
Ooh.
must choose one. I mean, I think it's easy. But A, drafted Marino in 83, stays home in Pittsburgh and likely wins 3+ rings. Drafting Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson, securing a decade-long franchise centerpiece. C, never releasing Johnny Unitas, ensuring the greatest QB of the 50s and 60s stays a Steeler. Or D, drafting Randy Moss in 98, gives Cordell Stewart a Hall of Fame weapon. To me, I'd choose none. I keep the draft class.
Oh, B. Okay. Yeah, because that led to 3 Super Bowls. No,
Yeah.
4. That 4. No, 3. That led to 3 more. But B, man. B. Danny Marino in 83?
I mean, if I had to choose one, I'm taking A for sure. I'm taking Danny
Marino
they should
in
have taken
83?
And here's what I always say, because I said if Dan Marino was the quarterback when Terry Bradshaw was the quarterback,
oh my God,
at the same time, would the Steelers have lost any games?
None.
That's what I'm saying. They may not have lost any games. So it's it's A for me all day long.
Could you imagine the
handoff? Must
choose
one. Yeah. I'm taking A.
Could you imagine the handoff from Bradshaw to Marino? That's the handoff instead of Bradshaw to Brister?
And you got to remember that year, Terry Bradshaw only played 4 games the rest of his career. He blew out his elbow, and he played 4 games in 83 and not another down. And Marino would have stepped right in. And the winning would have kept on going.
Man, I mean, that draft class might be the greatest draft class in Pittsburgh Steelers history. Lambert, Webster, Swan, Stallworth.
Yeah.
But Danny Marino, oh my, dog, and Danny Marino is unbelievable. Listen, they get him in 83. Between 83 and 90, they win 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Between 83 and 90, they win 3 Super Bowls. They win 3. Mm-hmm. Hell, he took the trash Dolphins to a Super Bowl with no defense. With no defense. And they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Dan Marino was different, dog. He do something strange for me, dog.
That was the biggest draft miss, maybe of anybody, but definitely of the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest one. Mm-hmm. As far as guys that they didn't take and should have. That was the biggest one.
By far. Yeah, I mean, it's not even close. It's not even close.
Not even close. And you had an opportunity and you drafted a guy. And although I think he was actually good, but then he ended up getting in a drunk driving accident and paralyzing himself in his rookie year. So, but super chat here by Charles Jones says, run the ball 100%. The D has to step up, play well, go Steelers, airborne all the way.
Facts. Facts. I'm with you, Charles. Let's go. We should win this damn game. I'm telling Nick, nothing less than a W. We should win this damn game. We should win it. Yeah,
we should win it. But I like this question by the producer actually today. But for me, it's Marino. Mm-hmm. It's definitely Marino because although I would love to have Lamar, Lamar hadn't won anything.
Nope.
He hadn't won a thing. And matter of fact, how many times have we beat Lamar?
Facts.
I mean, Lamar got a losing record against us now, and we don't even have a franchise quarterback. So, and he got a losing record against us now. So, and while I love Randy Moss, Cordell Stewart, I mean, no. And Johnny U, look, the Steelers were just terrible then. So even if he was on the team, I don't think the Steelers they were just trash. I mean, so I don't think it would have mattered one way or another.
Yeah.
So
Danny Marino, dog. Danny Marino. The biggest mess up ever in Steelers history. I'm still pissed off about it. I'm still pissed. Come on, man. We could add about 5 more chips.
Boxing Man said Hurt and Jackson together are not better than the Marino. Okay. I'm with you.
Oh, shit.
I'm with you.
You want to add 2 more to the list? Add a couple more and throw a couple more quarterbacks in there. Hell yeah, there ain't none of them. Shit. Give you 2 more. Throw 2 more on there, Boxing Man, because Danny Marino,
yeah,
that's a killer. That's a killer right there, bro. That's a killer.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, man, I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for showing up today. We had a great show. Great show. This is another pivotal game for the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up this weekend. But chat, you all did your thing as usual, man. You made this thing fun. It just like it always is. It's always fun. I appreciate you all being in here. Thank you very much. Again, every Tuesday, the big show is here live. Steelers Almighty. Got the podcast coming out tomorrow. Make sure you guys show up for that. All 22 is pushed back this week, back to Thursday because of all the Monday Night Football game. Just not enough time to do everything, so that got pushed back because we can't push back the big show. That's the main thing. We cannot move the big show. So, G, tell everybody where they can find you, man.
Man, every week the big show. Listen, I love our live chat. I love doing this every week with you, Big B, the executive producer. I have so much fun. Like I said, I ain't even got to say home away from home. This is home. Hell, I got space here. So I tell the next guy move over. This is my space right here. You get the hell on some damn where. But anyway, the KnoItAllz Podcast is where you can find me. I was there earlier today on Keeping It 100. It was diabolical, B. I'm telling you, for 45 minutes, it got rowdy for 45 minutes. So when you get an opportunity, go back and check out Keeping It 100 on the KnoItAllz Podcast. I'll be over there tomorrow night. I don't know if the diabolical Kirby's going to be with us. He's sick, man. So prayers for my boy Curb. I hope you're feeling better, man. He's down and out, man. So I hope he's feeling better. But I'll definitely be with Tape Boy Fresh and the diabolical Shannon Triple OG. I think his head's going to explode this week on Pump Your Brakes because the Steelers won 2 in a row. And him and Boxing Man is first cousins. They want everything bad to happen to the Steelers and only the Steelers, but they the biggest Steelers fans. So make sure you check me out on the KnoItAllz Podcast. Capital KnoItAllz. I'll be over there tomorrow night. See all you guys, and thanks for rocking and supporting the big show on Steelers Almighty, the fastest growing Steelers podcast channel on YouTube. Absolutely. Let's go.
Appreciate that, G, and appreciate all you guys. Hey, y'all like this sweatshirt, man? Go pick you up a Killer Bee sweatshirt. It is here. They are out at Steelers Almighty Shop. So make sure you go SteelersAlmightyShop.com. Go pick you up some merchandise. We have got a lot of good stuff over there. So appreciate everybody, man. Thank you guys as always. Until next time, everybody. Aloha.